What's up, y'all? So something that God just revealed to me was I was just sitting up here thanking him, for what didn't go my way, thanking him for just being God, and also thanking him for contentment. Contentment, because sometimes because we didn't get a specific blessing, we'll be like, just focus on like, oh my gosh, like it didn't happen. God, where are you? But I encourage you to think, am I mature enough for the blessing? Am I financially mature for the blessing? Am I mentally ready for the blessing? What is God protecting me from him not, giving me the blessing just yet? I encourage you to expand your perspective and really refresh your perspective on why God doesn't allow certain things to happen when we want them to happen. You know what I'm saying? Something that I saw that John Gray mentioned was, God has been where we're going. Follow me. We serve an omnipresent God, an omniscient God. So he's everywhere at all times. So he's already where your blessing is. But you just may not be ready for the blessing. The blessing is ready for you, but you may not be ready for the blessing. One of the things that the Bible talks about, one of the main sins is pride. He talks about pride. He says pride is so difficult because pride says, I deserve it. Pride says it's mine, like where it said, you know what I'm saying? And like my pastor was saying, God is so good. Like my pastor was saying, God will send a problem in your life to basically humble you, so that you won't be prideful when the blessing comes. I'm like paraphrasing because that's something similar to what he said, but it's just like, we're just not always ready. And sometimes God has to like get us ready for the blessing, like mentally, spiritually, financially, so try not to blame God or be so hard on God because what you want hasn't came yet. He's preparing you. He's preparing you. If he gives you a blessing prematurely, it's a curse. He'll be doing you a disservice. But because we serve such a strategic God, because we serve such a wonderful, incredible, loving, and caring God, he's strategic. Think twice before you want to get upset with God about why what you pray for hasn't come. So just another tip is that please do not have the mindset all the time of, I deserve it. Where is it? You know what I'm saying? Please refrain from having pride, please. And it's just so important to always humble yourselves before God and not always have the mentality of, I deserve it. No. And even if you do some way, somehow deserve it, you still need to be humble. Because it's pride what gets us in a bind. And that's where the devil wants us. He wants us to where we're serving self because that's what he did. And look where pride got the devil. Come on now. I need y'all to follow me with this one. The devil wants us to be prideful. He wants us to be prideful so we can be in a position like, man, I done worked hard for this. No, it's because of God's grace. It's because of God's grace. It's not because of your good works. It's because of God's grace. It's because of God's favor. Let's not be prideful. So I thank God. Glory be to God. I thank God for not giving me what I want all the time when I wanted it, how I wanted it. I thank God so much for that. I'm not where my blessing is. God is. So he knows. We serve an all-knowing God. Glory be to God. We serve an everlasting God. God is so incredible. But like Paul said, I've learned to be content. Whether I have much or little. Whatever state I'm in, I've learned to be content. Whether, God, you give me the blessing today or 2 years from now, I'm content. Glory be to God. I'm content. Because, God, if you don't do nothing else, you've already done enough. So I encourage you today, don't get so caught up in your good works. Glory be to God. Don't get so caught up in your good works. It's because of God's grace. It's because of God's favor, not because of your good works. Humble yourself before the Lord and he will lift you up in honor. He loves a humble servant.